'cause Santa Claus is coming to town. I saw an early question. Would I karaoke? The answer is an unequivocal yes. I mean, if it's within my range, which you know is a little difficult, because I got to bring it down here a little bit. But some songs I have morphed to fit my my voice. So, what do we got? I'm going to let some people get on in here. What do we got? 46 people to start. That's freaking awesome. Let's begin coffee activation rituals. All right, let's see. What do we got? I like these. They're just rocks. They're just rocks of sugar. How delicious. Look at that. I just like the look of them, too. All right. It's like mining for gold. I think we're going to go, we'll start with, I don't know, 5. All right, let's get these started. Let's get them all soaked. They're playing Christmas music in here. That's nice. Do-do-do-do-do. So is everyone done with their shopping yet? I'm pretty much done with mine. I'm waiting for 2 more Amazon packages, and my shopping is complete. All right, I think we're going to go hog. I can't do anything in even numbers. Let's go with 2 more. And I already ate one. Yeah. You are? All right. I love my sugar. Well, this is as pure a sugar as you can get, so whatever. Like, it doesn't have all the bleach in it that refined sugar has. It's not as sweet. All intents and purposes, it's molasses. You guys are done? All right, good. Let me say hello to people as we stir here. Maria, Diano, Janice. Is it Friday? I don't think it's Friday. I hope it's not Friday. Because tomorrow is our Christmas party. Yeah. Tom, Matt, Chris, Nat, and Frank. N90, Mary, Marie Bella, keep them coming, Venus, Cindy, Val Marie, Angie. All right, I think I got caught up. Well, you gotta understand that this is a double Americano, so for all intents and purposes, it's an espresso. And I gotta have some sugar in my espresso. Double Eagle, what's going on? Bubba Keith. Alright, this is my treat. I mean, I don't need anything else that's like untoward. Let's see, we got foam activities going on here. Let's see. Oh, the foam died off. Alright. But they heat the milk. See, look. All that milk doesn't even put a dent in it. I'm gonna put a dent in it. I need this coffee. I got, like I said, I'm like 90% sure. Ah, she got all the gains. I'm 90% sure that I got gluten yesterday. I had to give in and buy some freaking fast food at a mall. And they were like, nah, don't have no gluten. I didn't think they knew what gluten was, you know? So yeah, I'm feeling a little like, it just makes me sluggish. I slept like the dead last night. Look how dark that is. I love it. Alright, I think I need a little more milk. Let me level this off. Oh, that is perfection. I didn't think I should F with it. Alright, maybe a little more. Don't do it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. Alright, I think we's ready. I think I'm ready to turn this around. I think my eyes are like freaking bloodshot too. Bump, 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 bump. Chong. Alright, we are set. Carolyn Beretta, yeah. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Merry Christmas, everyone. We gotta get the Merry Christmas activities going. I don't hear no one saying Merry Christmas. I just said Merry Christmas to like 5 people. I think they appreciated it for the most part. Rocking around the Christmas tree. I'm a little hot. It is warm. It went up to 72 degrees. You know, 72.4 degrees yesterday. I think this summer, if it doesn't change quick, I think this summer is going to be freaking brutal. Because I could tell, you know, it's too mild this time of year. All right, it's, what is it, winter solstice? The longest, I didn't go outside to see what time the sun went down, but it supposedly went down at like 4:25 or something. So summer solstice. Shout out summer solstice. Can you hear the music? I mean, you see my eyes? My eyes are red. That's another effect of gluten. Makes my eyes red. It's like 420 up in here, but it's not, trust me. I think I gotta take that. I'm hot. That's what she said. Alright, let me get set up on chat activities. Yeah, I'm taking this off. This thing is so warm. It looks cold, but it is friggin' warm. I got my Superman shirt on. Dun, dun, dun. I don't even know where I got it. Why do I have a Superman? I'm not like a Superman fan. And so it was a gym shirt. I mean, you're not supposed to see shirts like this. When I wear a sweater, I'm usually not wearing the nicest thing underneath it. Depends though, but I mean, it's always clean. There's no holes in it. All right. This is another thing. When I was talking about all the sales I scored, this is a brand called, it's backwards now, but it's called Roman. And I got that at Dillard's Clearance Center also. And this thing was like 79 bucks or whatever it is. It's supposed to be. I mean, someone paid for it. I think I paid like 12 bucks. So I got like the pimp wardrobe on a friggin' budget because I shop, you know? I mean, one day I probably won't. You know, but old habits die hard. All right. Top messages. Oh, now that's better. Woo. What do we got? 81 people. Nice, nice. Bellatry Arts. We need a real real life Superman. We need some freaking cowboys too. Cause I'm a cowboy, baby. Super Bro Nation. Hey Trisha, how you doing? I think I caught up with everything. Alaska Thunder, James Harvard, Jim Wolf. I want to make sure I get as many people as I can. Well, yeah, supposedly the Bellagio, in front of the Bellagio, is supposed to be open, like they say, by midday tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully it is. They say it's gonna be. For what I see, it is. Sylvia, how are you? But they gotta pull down the crap or whatever. There was some last minute things going on there. Yeah, we need cowboys. We need some real men up in here. You can be a cowboy at heart, you know? The shortest day of the year. Yeah, my eyes are red. Don't get it twisted. I got gluten. Alright, let me have some of this delicious freaking coffee. I think I'm gonna need like 3. So I got a lot of shit to do tonight. I gotta do my last minute shopping for, I gotta do my last minute meat shopping for Christmas dinner. I think I'm gonna buy, well, I want to keep it secret, because I know you might be listening out there. Yeah, I'll keep it secret. But I'm doing my last, I don't want to buy it too early, you know, I don't like it sitting around, unless I was gonna dry age it, in which case I would let it sit for like 2 or 3 weeks in the refrigerator in a Tupperware with some holes punched in it. That's how you dry age stuff. But you can't dry age in 3 days. So yeah. Isabel, the last day of Sagittarius. Cool. Bellatrio, your eyes is red, but it is the 420 activity. Yeah, Capricorn, you earthy people start tomorrow. What up, Earthsters? Yeah, I'm a summer baby. Alright. So it's AMA. Ask me anything, just about anything. Well, no, you can ask me anything. I really don't care. Yeah, I might dance around it a little bit, but I don't really care. Ask me anything. So, before I do that, I'm gonna welcome everyone who joined the channel within the past few days. All 200 and some odd of you. I do appreciate that. And hold on frickin' tight. And the rest of you, well, no, you guys, no, the rest of you, I'm gonna invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. Get everyone to support the channel. Super chat while I'm live is awesome. Super thanks after. You can click on all the links down there. Let me see, we got the Cash App, we got the Venmo activities. This is a tough one. I got Patreon, and most of that is gonna get replaced for the most part by my new streaming channel. And for those of you who don't know, I am setting up my own streaming channel and or service. So that's exciting. So I'm like, that's my Christmas gift to myself and my Christmas gift to you, so I don't have to bite my tongue. I can be raw and uncensored whenever I frickin' want. I don't have to worry about music like this here. It's gonna be boss. Yeah, so AMA, ask me anything. You could ask me about me, you could ask me about you, you could ask me about Vegas, you could ask me about life, you could ask me about death, you could ask me about the meaning of life, you could ask me about anything, health-related issues, whatever. Just don't ask me for my home address, my social security number, my driver's license number, nor my date of birth. To those 4, you will not get an answer. Other than that, go for it. So, someone did, I saw one early that said, let's see. Oh, we got one right up. Bella says, would you make me coffee someday? Yeah, I'll make you coffee one day. Alright, it's a deal. I'll make you coffee. It's gonna be strong, and you're gonna be up like for 2 days straight. You know, get ready for an all-nighter. Let's see, what else? And someone asked me, and I answered it early, would I karaoke? Absolutely. I love singing. I do. I can't, but I still do. You know, I sound awesome in the shower. I sound awesome in the car when I'm alone. You know, but every time there's people around, suddenly it changes. So I don't know what that's about. Yeah. All right, so get them going. Of course, super chatter questions will get priority. Everything else, I'll just kind of scan the chat for, and we'll see what's up. What would I sing? I like singing Sinatra. I like singing some 90s alternative type stuff. I like singing Christmas carols. What else do I like singing? I don't know. Like I could drop some bars too, you know? I could do a pretty mean Notorious B.I.G. I could do some Busta Rhymes. Steve kicking off the super chat activities. Thank you, mate. Is it worth doing Vegas on Christmas Day? Yeah, I would suggest it. You know, I don't go out on the strip. I might on Christmas Eve, maybe in the afternoon, just to like say hello and whatever, but Christmas Day, I think it's a little bit slower than the rest of the year. There'll be a lot of people out. People will be, I think the restaurants are gonna be a bit packed, but I know some places you can go, bro. Yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, it's this year in terms of Christmas, it's kind of, we went last night to see what the decorations were on the south side, and there wasn't many. So kind of Grinchity Grinch a little bit, but you know, Bellagio is freaking awesome for Christmas, you know, and I think the people overall will be in good Christmas spirit. I'm hoping they are. Or there'll be some people who are like, damn, I can't believe I'm working on Christmas Day type of deal. But overall, anyway, the way I feel about it is any way you spend Christmas is a good Christmas, because Christmas is just absolutely awesome. I don't know if they do midnight mass in Vegas. I haven't been to a midnight mass since I was a little kid. We used to do, when I was a little kid, we used to go up to my grandparents and, you know, the whole bit. And then on Christmas Eve, we'd do family gifts on Christmas Eve, and then Santa would come in the morning. But we did the Christmas Eve gifts after midnight mass. So it was like all day just eating and just having a great time. We'd go to midnight mass, but all the kids would be like, all right, God knows I'm cool. Santa knows I'm cool. Let's get them gifts going, you know? So I had good times then. I don't know if they do that now, though. Tip a little extra on Christmas? Yeah. I mean, for the people who have to work, that's kind of beat, you know? But someone's got to do it. What do I think about people who eat steak with ketchup? Or does A1 sauce also fall into that category? Heathens? No, my people are supposed to be heathens, even though we're not. I would say, uncouth? No, that's not the right thing. I would say, they have not been exposed to the proper art of enjoying certain cuts of steak. I could see maybe putting ketchup on some shoe leather, like if all you could do, or all that was left, or all that you know how to cook is some like eye-round roast, which is basically, you know, little pieces of shoe heel, maybe ketchup, meatloaf, ketchup, I can get that, but a fine center cut ribeye and ketchup, it just overpowers it, number one. Number two, I'm not gonna judge it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it to one of my steaks. You know, that's all I'm saying. Because like, you'll be like, holy shit, you know, this steak is amazing. I don't need ketchup. I don't even think I have ketchup in the house. Let me think about that for a second. There is nothing that I put ketchup on. I don't have ketchup. I don't even own any ketchup, as a matter of fact. I mean, I guess that's, I don't know. Maybe I'm not that white or something, you know. I just don't eat ketchup. Yeah, I don't eat ketchup. I just realized that. I don't even own ketchup. I mean, I do, you know, if I want to eat shrimp or whatever, I got cocktail sauce. I used to make my own, which was ketchup, horseradish, and some ground horseradish, but I don't even do that. I just buy it, you know, as long as it's not like Hunt's or, you know, some freaking brand name. It's got to be a good one. But I don't even own any ketchup. What would I put ketchup on? Hot dogs? No. Hamburgers, I put horseradish. You know who's got the best inexpensive horseradish that's not Heinz or one of the Jive ones? Check out, it's Walmart's own brand, but you can buy it on Amazon. It's called Mr. Sandwich. And like, it looks so goofy, but it's like a bottle, like this big, like a freaking ketchup bottle. And it's like $2. Well, it's probably like $8 now, you know, with Bidenomicals going on. But it's freaking good. It's good. It's not like overly mustard. It's strong. You don't, it's good. Check it out, Mr. Ketchup. What is my favorite coffee? My favorite region of coffee is, I love Sumatran coffee. I love African coffee, East African coffee, Ethiopian coffee, because I like the earthiness of it. So that's my favorite regional coffee. As far as blending goes, I have tried the Black Rifle. I think it was Valhalla. That was really good. I like the way Black Rifle roast their coffee. It doesn't matter what kind. I don't like weak coffee. Weak coffee is just like brown water, you know? It's like, toss it. I like the way Illy's roast their coffee. Yeah, I just like coffee. As long as it's strong, as long as it's roasted correctly and not bitter. I do not like Starbucks coffee. I find that coffee extraordinarily bitter for my taste. I mean, I'll do it in a pinch, but you think I put a lot of sugar in this because it's a double espresso Americano? If I get a frickin', I just find it very bitter, Starbucks. So I just, you know, put like a half a pound of sugar to kill it. Yeah, dark and bold. I don't even put ketchup on fries. I use barbecue sauce. I use barbecue sauce, and sometimes I take barbecue sauce and mix it with the horseradish sauce, and that's what I use to dip. So like when, on the rare occasion, I have to eat out like yesterday, and then I regret it for the next frickin' 2 days, because my body just, you know, rejects that stuff. I'll always ask for barbecue sauce. Ketchup is like, I don't know. I just never grew up with it, so I never developed a taste for it. Espresso is frickin' awesome. Oh, Double Eagle, you know what I'm talking about, right? Mr. Sandwich, and he makes like 10 different kinds. He's got an extra hot. And you know what else is in my refrigerator? I like mustard, because it has, I like things that are sweet, I like things that are very savory, and I like combinations of both. I just bought a honey Dijon mustard that freaking kicks ass. I boiled up a dozen eggs, and I smashed them all, and I made some egg salad, and I used a little of that honey Dijon mustard. That shit was good. That was good. Honey mustard on anything is awesome. With the year coming to an end, what do you think your greatest accomplishment is for the year? Let me think about that. I like blue cheese. Yeah, ranch on, yeah, that's another one. Ranch on fries is good. Blue cheese on anything is good. Yeah, exactly. Horseradish, I could put horseradish on horseradish and eat it. I could put horseradish on anything. Like if I get the munchies in the middle of the night, I just find something to put horseradish on, and it kind of satiates me. What do you think my greatest accomplishment for the year has been? I think, that's a real good question. I think 2023 has been a lot about survival mode, you know? For myself, and I'm sure a lot of other people too, it's been a year of changes. It's been a year of volatility. You know, a lot of ups and downs, and, you know, new experiences, old experiences, and, you know, this year for me has been, it exposed a couple of my weaknesses, I'll be honest, and I've addressed those. You know, it's exposed a couple of things that, you know, I didn't know about myself per se. I've addressed those, you know, in business too. So I think it's been a year of, you know, hard times and fails are just opportunities to learn shit, you know? That's how you gotta view them. Cherish the good times and learn from, you know, the not so good times. If you're not doing that, then you're just a sucker, you know? Then you're just like letting life happen to you. But everything holds a lesson, whether it's good, whether it's bad. You know, and this year has held a lot of lessons, and, you know, this year I've resigned myself to, you know, a bunch of new things. I've resigned myself not to do certain things, not to get involved in certain things, and I'm not talking anything freaking dramatic or whatever, but just, you know, little issues, you know, like my whole goal in life is to be as aerodynamic and as drama-free as possible. But we're all gonna face drama, you know, and I face drama head on, you know? I'll either go through it, go over it, go around it, go under it, whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna win. I win, you know? But you gotta take an aerodynamic, low-friction path to overcoming adversity. And, you know, that's where I'm at now, you know? I think I've eliminated about as much friction as I can in my life, and now I'm just ready to address stuff. I mean, I am legitimately looking forward to this year with, like, intense gusto, you know? I just am. So, yeah, it's been an interesting year. Yeah, I'm fairly well grounded. Yeah, drama is bullshit. Save the drama for your mama, you know? I mean, some people thrive in it. You know, drama for some people is their comfort zone. I don't know why I keep looking this way. I don't know. It's not like I'm feeling vulnerable. It's just kind of weird. I'm checking over there for some reason. Yeah, people's comfort. I don't understand how people's comfort zone could be drama. You know, what is that? I don't get it. You know, some people thrive on it. Some people look for it. Like I always say, you know, there's people legitimately out in this world that, you know, they walk around with bare feet looking for Legos to step on. If they don't find a Lego to step on, you know, they're not happy. And people can say, you know, well, you complain a lot, Bror Fredrik. It's not what I do. I don't consider complaining. I believe, you know, my attitude is more shedding light on situations than complaining about them. You know, I identify situations and I shed light on them. I'm not complaining. It's not curmudgeonry or whatever. You know, some people would call it such, and that's their right and their privilege to do so. I don't consider it such. You know, I just like exposing things for what they are. You know, light dispels darkness, you know, and if I could be a beacon of light in this world, I'm going to endeavor to be that, you know. Drama, I don't get it. Drama put you in the grave early. Drama sucks everything else out of your life. You know, you can't function with drama. You won't achieve anything with drama. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, just get tired of drama. Alright, if there's drama in your life, find the people it centers around. You know, find the least common denominator in the drama and just freaking get rid of it, you know? Even if it's your best friend, even if it's it's not really your best friend if they're bringing drama into your life, you know what I'm saying? If it's a situation, if it's a habit pattern, if it's whatever, eliminate that shit because it is a freaking cancer. You know, it's a freaking cancer to your life. Drama is a cancer and a distraction. Get rid of it. Like I always say business-wise, hire slow, fire quick. So it's time to fire shit in your life quick. Give it the freaking pink slip. Like tomorrow. Give that shit the pink slip, you know? Feelings aside, give it the pink slip. That's good. Toxic ass MFers. Alright, what else are we talking about here? What would I do if the drama was my mama? Honestly, that's something I'm familiar with. Well, not baby mama, I don't got no baby mamas, but my actual mother was a little bit of a drama queen, you know? And I used to get caught up in her, you know, little stuff and whatever, but then I realized that, you know, I had to distance myself from that. You know, I found out my tolerance for it. I knew how long I could deal with it for, when I could deal with it. You know, once I identified what she was about, you know, that she kind of created her own and lived in the bubble of drama. Not all the time, but my mom's had a hard life, you know, so to a certain degree I don't blame her, but I had to distance myself from it. I mean, I left the house young. I left the house when I was 13 years old. I ain't got bullshit no one. I left the house when I was 13 years old, you know, and I never looked back. So I've been on my own since, you know, way before high school, you know. Because of that, I was just like, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter how nice the music is on the Titanic and what the cream puffs taste like. If the ship's going down, get the fuck off, you know? You just have to be like that. And that's not being cold. That's not being callous. That's not being an ass. You know? You just have to do what you have to do. You know? And then you can, once you're away from the situation, you could be a little more circumspect about it. You know, you could see it instead of so subjectively, you could see it objectively. And that's when I developed compassion, you know, for the woman. And I was able to deal with her on the level of compassion. But when I was on the Titanic, there was not a lot of compassion going on, you know? And that's how you deal with family members who, you know, believe it or not, not all, you know, you pick your family for the most. You don't get to pick your family, but you get to pick your extended family after that. You know, I mean, God bless people who have wonderful, stable families. But, you know, if you don't, find a new one. You know, I don't know what else to say. Keep in touch, you know, do what you can, but you know. I'm talking to someone out there, I don't know who, but you know when you're beating a dead horse. You know when it's not being reciprocated. You know when it's wasting your time. You know when someone's dragging you down with them, when you're in the deep end of the swimming pool and they're an anchor. You know it. You just have to resign yourself to that fact, and something inside you's got to kick in. And I still always try to help them and whatnot. My mom's not around no more. You know, I mean, that is what it is. I mean, she like, you know, she was always like super high strung. She put herself in an early grave, I'll be perfectly honest, you know, just by that total, you know, she was, I mean, people would say that to me because I got the permanent horns too. You know, I could be like this too, but I'm not, you know, I'm not like shaking about it, you know. She was just, she always, you know, she drove herself to an early grave, and, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, that's that. But you know what? We had some good Christmases. Alright, let's check on the super chat activities. Nope. What are we talking about here? Yeah, you do. Everyone's got to do it, you know? Everyone has to do it. Everyone has someone in... Okay. Everyone has someone in their life that's holding them back. Every single one of you has someone in your life that's either holding you back from being the best you possibly can be, or they're wishing you bad. One or the other. Everyone's got at least one person in their life like that, if not several. So what you gotta do is just perform a freaking exorcism in your life. And just be like, not today, Satan, you know? Because just the same way, you know, God and, you know, spirituality works through people, so does the asshole down below, if you know what I'm saying. He works through people too, you know? And if you let them get too close, you know what I'm saying? So be careful. Alright, what do we got going on here? Living well is the best revenge, you know? I always go back to this poster I had on my wall, and it wasn't Farrah Fawcett with the one hard nipple. It was a poster of a dude in, he was like all dressed up in like English sporting wear, you know, like a tweed jacket with the leather, and he was wearing an ascot, and he was sitting on the hood of a Rolls Royce, and on the top it said, you know, well, top and bottom it said, "Poverty sucks." You know, and I had that poster, and I had, you know, the one, you know, that, you know, success is the best revenge, one of those motivational posters. They put everything on it. I think mine was, I don't know, it was like some bullshit, I don't know, but I forgot what the picture was. But yeah, success is the best revenge, you know? Success is the best revenge. Have I ever flown a plane? Yes. I did start to take pilot's license. I started to get my pilot's license about 15 years ago. So I have a few hours in. I mean, you know, if I was ever on a commercial airline and they were like, "Oh shit, the pilot just ate the really bad chicken. Does anyone up here think they could land this thing?" I'd be like, "I'll give it a twirl." You know? Yeah, it was a Cessna. I'll give it a twirl. You know, big one, small one, it's all the same shit, you know? Whatever, I'll do it. But you know what? The study came out that all men think about the Roman Empire a little too much. I never heard that before. And all men think they could friggin' land a jumbo jet in an emergency. That's cool though. Men should think that they can do it all. There's nothing wrong with that, and don't fucking stop. You can do anything. Bros, we can do whatever we want. Women too. But we can land jumbo jets, you know? We can rappel off whatever. You know, we can do stuff. Stop thinking you can't, you know? Don't limit yourself. You know, you get called upon, you're walking along the beach and SEAL Team 6 pops up out of the waves, and they're like, hey, Bror Fredrik, you down? I'll be like, it's waterproof, bro, let's go. You know? You gotta be the kind of guy who's like, hey, whose call we taking? When someone asks you to do something, it should be about whose call we taking. You know? Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna find it. Wait. Hold everything. I'm gonna find something real quick. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Why isn't this going down? Alright. Whose car are we gonna take? Alright. This might not be loud enough, but whose car are we gonna take? Alright.
I'm fine. I just have to, go the long way. So it doesn't matter.
You have to live with it, I guess. Do you remember what they look like? I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people. Whose car are we gonna take?
Did you hear that? I'm not suggesting anyone hurt anyone. That was not the point of that. But you gotta have that mentality, you know, especially when a bro calls on you. You know, you gotta have that mentality. Whose call we taking? You know? You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta have the confidence. It is not toxic to have confidence in yourself. You know? It is not. It's not toxic to have belief in your own abilities. Not at all. Alright. But did you get that? Did you get that little messaging there? Whose call we taking? We're gonna do some shit. You can't ask me about it. And was the dude's reply to his bro? Whose call we taking? Jeremy Renner, is he out of the hospital yet? He got shacked up. If I could make a TV show about my best friend's life, if I could make a TV show that is about your best friend's life, what would you name it? I don't think I would make a show about my best friend's life. I wouldn't see that. Like, if he asked me to be like a technical advisor or a consultant, I would probably participate in that. But my best friend's life, you know what it would be called? Okay, it'd be called Whose Call We Taking? Because that's the kind of friend I am, you know? The movie would be called Whose Call We Taking? You know? Because I believe in that, you know? I believe in that level of loyalty, you know? I believe in that. A lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people in this world are all about, I didn't ask you to do that. No, you didn't ask me. I did it because I'm freaking awesome. Because I believed in you. Because I cared about you. You know? Because I knew you needed help. And I wanted to help you out. You know? Yes, you didn't ask me. But you still owe me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? But if I was gonna write a story about myself, it'd probably still be called Whose Call We Taking? No, it'd be called, what would it be called? I don't know. I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying, that's already been taken by 50 Cent. But I gotta think about that. Jeremy's finally coming along. All right, cool. Cool. Who would you want to portray me if they did a movie about my life? I don't know. I gotta think on that one. I can't give an instant one to that. Who would I want to portray me? Who do I think is cool these days? All my heroes are dead. Who? That's a really good question. If I don't answer it, please post that in the Bror Nation Facebook group, because I want to save that one. That's a good question. Or who's driving? Yeah. Who is driving? Yeah, Jason Statham? Yeah, that'd be cool. Or Ayo Adrian Rocky? Confidence is kind of arrogance, isn't it? There is a fine line between confidence and arrogance. Some people just don't have a handle on it. Some people cross it. I was just about to ask him for another, but I haven't finished this one yet. So let's get really tanked up on caffeine. It's an extraordinarily fine line. People who talk a lot of shit and can't back it up, but part and parcel to being the kind of person who has confidence in their abilities, in their knowledge. I don't believe in to a marked degree, I don't believe in the concept of fake it till you make it. You know, I think that's just like asking for trouble. But you got to put the work in if you're going to be confident. But see, it comes natural. When you put the work in, the confidence comes natural, and it's not arrogant, you know? I mean, when people, okay, I'll tell you something. When people call you arrogant, for the most part, it's because you're a reflection of everything they're not, you know? Just like haters. When someone's like, oh, he's so arrogant. No. You're taking my confidence in my ability because I have a proven track record and twisting it because you ain't doing nothing with your life. You're sitting with your hand down your pants every freaking Saturday, you know, not me. Always remember that. Haters do not hate you, they hate themselves because your reflection is reminding them of either their inadequacies, their slothery, or their inability, or their friggin' laziness. Or see, here's the other thing: if you have, you got, in order to be confident and project confidence that people can perceive, you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. You have to have an attitude. My attitude in life is, I will do whatever it takes. Sans breaking the law. I will do whatsoever it takes to accomplish what I need to accomplish. Whether it's a long-term goal or whether it's one specific task, I will do whatever it takes. I will sacrifice. Yeah, I gotta grab this dude. I will sacrifice. I'll do whatever I have to do. I will humble myself. I will sacrifice. I'll put in the hours, I'll put in the time, I'll even jeopardize my very existence if it's worth it. But I will do whatever it takes to accomplish something. Whether it's a task of my own or a task thrust upon me or a task that I take or a task that I receive, I will treat them all the same and I will do whatever the absolute F it takes to get it done. People don't understand that. People think they get that level, but not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people have that level of, and I'm not bragging about, you know, shit. I'm just, you know, trying to be an example. That's just how I am. That's how I'm wired. And I wish everyone else was too. And sometimes I'm thankful other people are not, because if everyone had that level of tenacity, there'd be no room at the top. You know what I'm saying? But if you have that level of tenacity in your life, you will succeed. Come hella high water, you're gonna succeed. And, you know, like I always say about the pyramid system, on the bottom, lots of bricks, on the top, very few, you know? Yeah. But be willing to sacrifice. So what if the game's on? So what if everyone else is going out? So what if, you know, everyone's doing this? So what if everyone has a new, whatever it is, Be willing to sacrifice now to get your payoff later. Do whatever you have to do. You know, and people can perceive arrogance. Arrogance is, my interpretation of arrogance would be projecting confidence without anything to back it up whatsoever. That's how I perceive confidence, and that's pretty transparent. You can tell when someone's just an arrogant prick, you know? You can tell. I think women are far more arrogant than men are these days. I mean, very rarely you run into a guy who's just like, you know, walking around like, you know, his shit doesn't stink, and, you know, he just, you know, he's just king of the world and whatnot. Because men, we gotta fight every frickin' day. We gotta go out and slay the dragons. What women call being strong, independent is what us men call life. You know? I mean, it's just, I mean, sorry women, but that's the truth. Life is hard as a man. Just in the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed, unless you're just like a low achieving sack, you're out there in competition. And you're out there slaying your dragons, and you're in competition against everyone, everywhere. You know, it's just the way it is. If you want to achieve something, you know? Being a man ain't a freaking cakewalk, you know? Ladies, you don't want to taste of what we got to do as men. Trust me, you know. Being a man ain't no freaking joke, right, fellas? It ain't no joke, you know. And we still have to go through the range of emotions and all the other bullshit that comes along with it. But it ain't no joke being a man. It's hard. Every day is hard, you know. Every day is. You know, we got to go out there and, you know, gird on our armor and go out and slay the frickin' dragon, you know? And then guess what? There's another dragon tomorrow. You know, sometimes you get a pass for a little while, but, you know, life, you know, so you don't see guys walking around like they're hot shit all the time, you know? I mean, there's a couple at the top of the game, but for the most part, no, you know, because life, just when you start as a man, just as you start, like, you know, doing one of these. Now, you could do it with your bros, you know. You could be like, yeah, win, bro. But when you start adopting that characteristic, you know, of strutting around like you're fucking King Farouk, that's when life kicks you in the balls. You know, that's when someone comes along. I mean, you learn as a kid that there's always someone who can kick your ass, you know? But there's generations of young men who haven't figured that out yet, who might think their shit don't stink and they're walking around like this. But life always finds a way to humble people, you know, especially men. Life always finds a way to humble an unhumble man. That is the frickin' truth. I mean, but you know what humbles a woman? Time. Life doesn't humble a woman, you know. Time humbles a woman, you know. But for men, you know, it's usually other dude or life in general that humbles men. So, you know, it is what it is. Now, projecting confidence, again, it's not the same thing as arrogance or whatever, and I don't think most of us, like I said, I don't think we walk around like, you know, a hot shit or whatever. It's a big difference. Big difference. I need more coffee. I mean, there's alpha males, there's sigma males, and there's beta males. You know, there's leaders, followers, and lone wolves. That's basically how you sum that up in the man realm, you know? Where would I put myself? I'm a hybrid of a sigma and an alpha, you know? I mean, there's so many beta males, but most guys are turned into beta males by women, just chasing skirt and whatnot. They'll just do anything to get a little taste, you know? And, you know, they're, you know, how would I say, making themselves lesser and more beta, but, you know, why wasn't every dude out in the street going, I ain't putting this thing on my face? No, you know? Men don't stand up for what's right no more. They just stand up for what's popular or trying to get in a chick's pants, you know? Freaking King Farouk. Alright, I think I gotta score me another coffee. Don't go anywhere. Come up with more questions. Let's go get us some coffee. Bonk. Bonk. King Farouk. What time? Oh, it's only 6:20. We good. Gonna house this sugar. I'm all about it. You can bring me a couple more too, I wouldn't mind. Alright, thanks man. These people are cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be bouncing off the fridge. But like I said, I got gluten, so I'm a little like, I'm finding my stasis. I was a little worn down, but I'm good. Tom Mack, thank you for the 10 banananas and the question. My thoughts on melatonin. Melatonin works. I have a little bit of a problem with it because the one time I took melatonin on a serious basis, the very next morning I woke up with a kidney stone, like the size of a freaking golf ball. And my brain associated melatonin with having to piss a golf ball out. So that's a little problematic, but it does work. It does work. The only problem that I see with it is from what I've studied, it takes a little time to get out of your system. It doesn't come clean out of your system, so it's not something that, you know, if your habit pattern is to sleep, you know, like 5 hours, like I do, maybe 6 sometimes, melatonin's not for you because you wake up a little freaking dopey. You know, you need something that exits your system a little quicker. For me, believe it or not, even though it's kind of pharmaceutical, Tylenol PM puts me to sleep quick. And then it's up to me to stay asleep, you know? By the time I wake up 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours later, it's out of my system. I still wake up like bonk. You know, I'm ready to take care of my life. But melatonin, when I did take it, I felt like sluggish afterwards, you know? Like it never really got out of my system, so. Melatonin shrinks your junk. Oh, that's another. Yeah, and the NyQuil. Like the sleep quill didn't do shit for me. NyQuil will definitely knock me out, but that gets out of my system in about 7 hours. So I gotta time what I'm doing according to how much time I actually have to sleep. I didn't know melatonin shrinks your junk. I am anti-junk shrinking. Shrunk junk sucks. There's got to be one more. Shrunk junk chunks. There's got to be. There's a rhyme in there somewhere. Shrunk junk something. Oh, how many of you guys are using? I'll say it a million times. How many of you guys are using non-stick pans? You know, you probably lost like at least an inch already, if not more, of your natural abilities. What's in non-stick pans shrinks your junk. It's scientifically proven. Like Gordon Ramsay, he's always like pimping that hex-clad shit all over the place. You know, buy the hex-clad for $1,600. F you, freaking Gordon. I posted in there. I was like, oh, so you know that's gonna shrink your junk, right? And he blocked me. Well, I think hex-clad blocked me or something. But it does. But it's not just Teflon. It's there's some other biochemical process that takes place in the non-stick coating process. I don't know if it's actually the Teflon, but yeah, just learn how to season your pans and all that shit, you know? I mean, but it literally, look it up. Look it up. It shrinks your junk. No ifs, ands, or buts. You don't want your junk shrinking. You want to gain a quick 2 inches on your junk? Go on a diet, fellas. Yeah, I said it. If you don't, one day we'll go there. We're not going to go there on YouTube, but I will go there on my own private channel. What would my last meal be? And Maria, I will get to yours momentarily. What would your last meal be? I would eat the shit out of some gluten. I would eat all the Monsanto. I would eat garlic bread. I would eat pizza, New York pizza. They'd have to fly it in. I ain't eating any non-New York shit, even if it's New York-esque. All right. Nice. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Nice. My man. He done up the foam. Look at this. Oh, it's foamy AF. Look at that. All right. Let me ritualize here. Yeah, I would eat all the glutens. I wouldn't eat pasta though. Like, you know, as much as I like pasta, that's not to me last meal worthy. But I would eat some Manhood. I would like just a smattering of delicious Italian foods and Italian bread, and I would eat all the bread and all the carbs, and I would wash it down with like rum raisin and pistachio ice cream, and then they can do whatever they want with me. Hold me down, take my pure blood out, you know, because I might save the world or something. It's like, you know, I'm one of the few people with pure blood. I think there's a few pure bloods out there, no? Am I allowed to say that? Oh, did I just rat on myself? Yikes. Be doing some science experiments on me. What is my main goal for 2024? What is my main goal? I got so many. What's my main one? What is my main goal? I got quite a few. I mean, it'd be easier to list them. I want to get my shoulder fixed and my bicep fixed. I want to get back in the gym. Not the way I used to be. You know, all freaking giant and everything. I wasn't giant, but for my size, I was pretty freaking giant. That's not a goal, but I want to go in there and lift shit, you know. I want to be uber successful business-wise. Mostly success related things, I would say. Besides, you know, like I said, get my shoulder and my bicep fixed. Yeah, mostly success related, I would have to say. That's an easy one. You know? Yeah, I mean, I can't get into detail, but you'll see. And, you know, to have the successful streaming site set up. But, you know, at some point, I'll be able to, you know, speak more publicly about certain things, but not now. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. I'm happy. Can you hear who's that singing Happy Holidays? New platform's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. Alright, what are we talking about here? Round 2. Yeah, you said it, Valerie. I mean, manscaping's another thing. Lose the belly fat, do some manscaping, and there's some other stuff you can do. There's some supplements too, and whatever, but, you know, again, not a lot of guys will put in the time to, you know. We're gonna go there. we're gonna go there. Yeah, manscaping's awesome. Yeah, Italian bread with an entire stick of butter. Ooh, a true blood and a pure blood. You're gonna be at Red Rock on the 7th? Now come down and see you. I haven't been to the Red Rock in a while. What is my favorite Christmas dinner? I'm into variety. I am into a little, I wouldn't say one, but I like all the flavors. Like, I like ham and this and that. For me, Christmas is all about variety, you know? I'm not a huge turkey person, never have been. I like cooking them more than I like eating them. I like the ritual of making a turkey more than the actual turkey itself. I do like duck. People say, oh, it's greasy. That's the best part about it. I like duck better than I like turkey. But I like ham. I like, I like some fish, but mostly meat. Mostly an utter and complete disregard for portion size would be my idea of the perfect Christmas meal. An utter and complete, and I'll even give everyone out there, much as I say, control what you stick in your face, I'll give you a pass on Christmas, because I give myself a pass, I'm just looking about, I don't even think about it. I just stuff my face, I'll just scarf whatever I feel like scarfing, and I always make sure that there's plenty too. That's why I'm excited to go, shopping tonight. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy everything. I'm gonna buy everything because I'm gonna eat everything. I got the snacks, I got the stuff to eat while I'm cooking, I got stuff to eat in between, I got stuff to eat after, I got stuff to eat when I wake up. It's just all about freaking eating, It's such a pleasure, and to be able to eat with, people you care about's even better. I've never made a goose. I mean, I've pew-pewed some geese, but I didn't cook them. I was on someone's ranch and we pew-pewed a bunch of geese, and it was freaking delicious. Every once in a while you were like, think, a little piece of lead and whatnot, but it is what it is. It was good. I mean, we're not talking about the geese that, shit all over the sidewalk in the city park, but yeah, geese are good. I never cooked one though. Galaxy says, enjoyed my slot video a lot. Slots have been, this should be a friggin' investigation. I mean, I'm glad that video, it's time to stop playing slots, resonated with so many people. I mean, so far, 30,000 people have resonated with, and I would say overwhelming. People are like, thank God, all right, I'm not suicidal. In case they come after me for any reason, I ain't suicidal. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. But yeah, it's time. I mean, what they're doing now is freaking despicable. It is despicable. And so now I just thought it was isolated to Las Vegas. But the feedback that I've been getting is it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Like I said, I mean, the only word, I just got schmutz on my phone. The only word I could find for slots right now is predatory. Predatory. It's freaking predatory. If you have a problem and you can't stop, get some help. But they're freaking predatory. And I get the occasional dumbass who's like, oh, it sounds like you lost your mortgage. Oh, it sounds like you went on a bad run. No, it's not about me. It's about calling light to an issue that's pretty effed up, and that's sort of my mission in life, I like shining light into dark rooms, That's why Olight's a sponsor, I guess. Link in the description, 10% off down there. This one's even better. It's got like a hint of chocolate going on. Yum. Oh, I like Cornish game hens. I used to make them all the time. They're hard to, The ones you see in like Walmart and Vaughn's and Smith's and whatnot, they're more like pigeons. They're like this big, like squab. But a real good Cornish game hen is freaking delectable. But food is so freaking expensive now. Holy shit! I spent $545 so far this month. So far this month on food, where I mark it down. I've been doing this for years. I mark on my calendar and I mark on my digital calendar how much I'm spending. Of course, I got a budget and but I just mark it on the calendar for easy reference, And like 3 years ago, previous administration, I was spending like between $250. My average was $265. I don't starve myself. I eat well. I'm not eating frickin' ramen. $265 sans going to the bodega for a gallon of milk or whatever. I'm up to $545 this month alone. $545. And this is nothing extravagant, and I've been cutting back where I can, but I hope you vote this shit away come November, Okay, if you can afford it and you're just like F everyone else, F Orange Man, whatever. Oh, no more mean tweets. I don't care if there's, 32% inflation. F it, I can afford it. Don't be a selfish bastard. Because your neighbors and other people in this world are suffering. And they're becoming homeless. So just because you could afford the inflation, don't vote for more of it. Because you're just fucking over the people around you. So just think about that. Don't be so freaking, life will humble your ass if you get like that. Anyway, what are we talking about? Ribeye for Christmas is absolutely freaking perfect. Bror Fredrik approves. Yeah, I'm glad that video resonated with people. I really am. And again, my brother's cousin friend won $52.32 last night, Bror Fredrik. You don't know what the F you're talking about. You gotta laugh. There's nothing else to do but laugh. Alright, what else are we doing here? There's no competition. Yeah, I haven't played at I'm not playing anywhere. Fountain Blue? What? I'm gonna donate to their I just can't even do it in good conscience, It's just like, oh, here is money. Let me burn it. That's why I put that graphic in that video of the chick setting fire to money, because that's all it is. At this point. But Bror Fredrik, you don't understand. It's for enjoyment. Do you enjoy burning money? Are you that sadistic? Does it come that easy for you? Yeah, you know what? I could burn a dollar bill. I could burn a dollar bill right now, but I don't want to rip through hundreds. I don't want to set hundreds on fire. Anyway, you're averaging about $450 to $550 a month at Smith's or Vaughn's. Well, that's... See, I don't even know what... If I was solely at Smith's or Vaughn's, it would probably be more. Because I do some... I do Walmart. I don't go in that freaking place anymore. I have them deliver it. So I do spend some money there because it is cheaper for, like certain goods and whatever. And I do go physically pick out I don't like people touching and picking vegetables. I want to pick it, I want to pick my tomatoes. I don't want someone else, I want to pop the melons. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trusting that to no one. So I do go to El Super, and that's like the cheapest place you can go. So I am finding, more budget-friendly places. Although, like I said last night, I spent $208 in the 99-cent store. Because everything in there is like $3 to $7. So I really found no difference between that and shopping at Walmart. But Yeah, so I'd probably, if I was just Smith's, because, you know, Smith's and Vaughn's is, you know, a little higher, but granted, the produce is way nicer. It's even nicer than what I get in El Super, I'll be honest. You know, it's beautiful. I'm not gonna say no, but I know I would end up spending at least 100 to 200 more. But yeah, bacon is good. Yeah, bacon, ham. What are we talking about? I think I gotta reset my chat. It's not moving anymore. All right, now we'll book it. Dun, 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 dun. December. What was that? What's 1500 and 774? What is that number? Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, okay. Look at every hand pay that you see. All the hand pays I've seen lately have all been like $1,215, $1,272, $1,231, $1,218, $1,244. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? Doesn't that seem like they're making sure everyone gets a taste? And I'm not suicidal. Maybe that's why I keep looking in this direction. Maybe they're gonna take me out. Good luck. Your luck is currently active. Yeah, I mean, you know, some will go on good runs and bad runs, but for all intents and purposes, it's pretty bad. Sprouts has a BOGO on carbone sauce. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't go to the Sprouts over here. It is astronomically high, the one over here. And it's full of people like, you know, like, okay, me. White, blue eyes. When I walk into Sprouts, women, like, they hold on to their purses a little tighter. You know, in the parking lot, you can hear them locking the doors and shit, you know? That's the kind of people who go to Sprouts over here, you know? They're like, oh, he's not one of us. They're like, what? Yeah, it's a little different. Let's see, what else? Regular 9.99. Bror is 15K plus for December. What are we talking about? I'm 15K plus? I don't get it. Bror is 15K plus for December. Plus what? What am I 15K? Did I make 15K somewhere? Sick. Yeah, the Feast of the Fishes. Yeah, that's what I was saying about the fishes. The Feast of the Fishes. I missed that with the bacalao. Mm-hmm. Vegas does have farmers markets, but they're like, oh, come out and support the local farmers and buy this tomato for like $8. You know, it's not like, you know, it's not like in Florida. They used to have great farmers markets. You could just go there, and I used to go there on Sunday, like a half hour before they closed, and I'd be like, you know, just buying stuff wholesale because they'd be like, cool, you know, we don't want to put it back on the truck and let it rot, you know, and there was great produce. Over here, they run them in like, you know, in like Summerlin, and, you know, all the housewives or the soccer moms or the boss babes come down in their active wear to all be seen and whatnot, and they'll buy, you know, a tomato for $8, and, you know, it's not the same. It's not what you think. Oh, you won 15K for the month of December. That's awesome. Good on you. You're on a good run. Yeah, I mean, if you do play, I mean, that's a fact too. People are saying, you know, well, I wouldn't say correcting me, but they're bringing to the attention that I should have mentioned that the higher stakes you play, you know, the lower the hold, which is true, but even then, you know, it kind of F's things up. But yeah, I mean, no one's expecting to make money, but you are expecting some entertainment, you know? Someone asked me, how are, you know, all these slot channels. Everyone wants to do a slot channel now. Ever since I did one and started talking about it, everyone wants to do a slot channel. You know, they're like perpetrating frauds like they're winning all the time. And that's the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. Because they're not. I know they're not. I mean, unless they're setting up special machines and they got arranged in a casino somewhere, which I think would be illegal, it's impossible. So I think a lot of them are thinking like, oh, but this is a gambling, you know, being that this is a business expense, that I'm doing this for the camera, for views on YouTube, I could write off my gambling losses as a loss, as an expense. Good luck. You might get away with it once, you might get away with it twice, but that's a fine line, you know. Yeah, good luck with that. You know, I don't think that's gonna happen. And then the other thing is clever editing. I could do some clever ass editing and make it look like I never lose too. But trust me, they're losing. You've been hearing a lot about Blackjack. Here in Vegas, almost all Blackjack is 6'5". It's been that way for, you know, a couple of years now. Even most high limit rooms are 3-2, but even in some high limit rooms, they're not. I mean, they'll do different rules, you know, hit soft 17, not, da-da-da-da-da-da. You gotta know about all that shit. But for the most part, to find 3-2 on the floor on the strip, pretty much friggin' impossible. Impossible. All, cause yeah, I mean, a lot of those channels, I mean, I used to make good money on those, slot videos. I admitted it, you know? Like, I did a whole video, you know, where do I get money to play slots? And it's from, YouTube was funding it for the most part. Because they used to pay a lot for me to put up a slot video in advertising, because it was so highly addicting. You know, people would watch, you know, my slot videos and everyone else's slot videos like they were playing. Those are my highest paying videos. And then one day it stopped, you know, and then I stopped. You know, I ain't stupid. And then that's just when everyone started, which, you know, they're getting the raw end of the deal. If they started doing it when I did it, you know, it was pretty friggin' good. But you know, in good conscience, I couldn't do that anymore. You know, to watch people now even pretend, you know. Yeah, playing slots on the strip is bogus, yeah. You can write up, okay, see, all right, perfect example. Did you hear what I said? You can write off your losses, what are you talking about? Have you been watching, are you listening to what I say, or are you like thinking about what you want to say while I'm talking? I said, as a YouTube channel, to write off gambling as an expense on your YouTube channel is going to be a red flag. You can write off your gambling losses on your personal shit all day fucking long. Who are you correcting? Take the shit out of your ears. But, you see what I'm saying? The gambling expenses are not a business expense. Gambling losses, you cannot take a business expense on gambling losses. Frickin' dummies. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I mean, downtown there might be some 3-2. Nah, I don't doubt it. Let's see. At my local casino, a couple got in trouble for filming their play. No kidding. You will see YouTubers show up on YouTube. YouTube payday is not the 17th. I don't know who told you that, but it's definitely not the 17th. Can confirm. And then fade out at the end of the month. Yeah. So they're basically recycling the money that they make in there. Yeah, you can't write off gambling losses as a business expense? Duh. That's what? If that was the case. But people don't want to listen. They just want to walk around and step on Legos, you know. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, you can't, I mean, your hand pays, definitely, you know, you need, yeah, you need something to write it off against, you know, because if you're winning all the time, you got to pay taxes on it. You know, the process of writing off losing your lost money is the fact that you lost. If you're winning, then, you know, you should be paying taxes on it. But who the F is winning on a slot machine? Nobody. You spent 3/4 on. Yeah, that's. Kevin, I've always said that. If you win, if you're ahead on a slot machine, a video poker machine, a craps table, whatever it happens to be, get up and leave. You know, because if you're ahead on a game of chance, I mean, poker, you know, actual poker, you know, Texas Hold'em, sitting around a table with a bunch of people, it's still a game of chance. It's a game of skill with an element of chance to it. You know, someone's gonna pull that freaking miracle card, that one card in the deck every once in a while. But it's a game of math with an element of chance to it. But if you get ahead in a game of chance, in a casino or elsewhere, you beat the odds. You literally beat the odds, you know. So why not get up? Why not get up? You literally beat the odds. How many times in life can you say you beat the odds? We all love a good beat the odds story. I consider myself as having beaten the odds, you know, when I was born, you know, because I had some things, you know, some personal, YouTube won't let me talk about it, but I was born with some, you know, some issues. I beat the odds. Beating the odds is freaking awesome. We all love a beat the odds story, you know, movie of the week, beat the odds, beat the odds. But when it comes to a casino, when we beat the odds, we're just like, fuck it, let me try again, you know? All right, you duck a bullet, you beat the odds. Oh, do you want to try again? Do you want to see if you can dodge this bullet too? What, you're ahead, get up, get up. I don't get it. Yeah, but I want to get to the next tier. You know, that's the funniest thing. People chasing, you know, points for clout and whatnot. I mean, it means nothing. All comps are is a rebate of the money you lost. Like I said in the video, it's the equivalent of, you know, 2% back on your Discover card. You still have to spend the money to get to 2%. Same thing with comps. It's not a big, you know, flex or anything. Look at me, I get all these comps. Oh, that means you're just you just lost a lot of money. Good on you, good on you. But if you're a big winner, you'll get comps too. But that's rarefied air. You know, very few people I know can say they're a consistent winner or break-even player. So most people, they're getting comp. If you saved all the money you pissed away, you could buy your own damn suite, you know? What are we talking about here? Any amount you win in the casino, yeah, exactly, Linda. I mean, you beat the odds. You beat the odds. Yeah, because the odds, the minute you sit down in a casino, the odds are literally against you. They're designed. Everything from the time you walk in the door in a casino is designed to extract your money. You walk into a casino at a disadvantage every single time. When you win, you beat the odds, you know? You beat the odds epically. So take their friggin' money. Paid a lot of bills and get some comms. Dun, 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 dun. We'll listen to some good music up in here. It says it's 62 degrees outside. You live near a Native American casino. They have much different machine than RNG, but everyone pays. Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's weird. Even the RNG concept. I mean, the RNG concept is pretty dated too. All these machines, and I don't care what anyone says. You know, I mean, even if I had a casino executive sitting next to me swearing that they don't have the ability to mass control all the slot machines, I'd call him a fucking liar right to his face. There's no RNG. I mean, there is RNGs, but not like, you know, what you used to think back in the day where gaming would come out with like a motherboard on a clipboard and take the chip out and pop it in, you know, a little ROM chip, pop it in and press a button and be like, okay, you say it's 94.8? 94.8. Here's your chip back, sir. Yeah. They're doing that like weekly at the Durango with 2,300 machines. RNG. Okay, they're all centrally controlled. I could point you in the direction of the software companies that do it. But everyone's like, oh, you know, it's, and what's the other myth? The gaming control. The gaming commission sets the percentage of those machines. Where'd you hear that? On a Facebook meme somewhere? That's a big myth. The only thing the gaming control says is you have to have it set at what you say it's set at, what your report says it's set at, and you cannot go below 75%. You cannot go below, that's their criteria. They don't, other than that, they don't give a flying, you know, F what you do. But you can't lie. You can't, you know, put up a banner around these blazing sevens that says 99.9%, and if they spot check you, it's at 84. Yeah, you'll get F. But, you know what happens? They pay a fine. Woohoo! You know, they already made the profit, so the fine to the gaming commission is basically 2% back on your Discover card, because they already made the money. And I'm not suicidal. Is that the gaming commission behind me there? Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Is that MGM? Okay, we're good. It has to do what they say it does. But other than that, as long as you don't go below 75%, the gaming commission's like, Bafangul, who cares? Yeah, the palms is brutally tight. They're all brutally tight. Yeah, they could change. They're all networked. How do you think they know? How do you think all the progressives are tied in? How do you think they know everything? They know everything. I mean, okay, people. All the machines went down during their hack, didn't they? Oh, but they're not centrally networked. Duh. Of course they are. Of course they are. There you go. Robin Roll Love. Yeah, see, he knows the deal. Central server controls. You know, people will still be like, no, blah, 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 blah. No. The reason they call it state-sponsored lotteries, yeah, taxes for the stupid. That's funny. I never liked the Palms either. Your local casino, hey, okay, Linda, did they give you comps over there? Because, like, every time I've won, they've always wanted to be generous to me. They're always like, oh, stick around a little while. Don't worry, you want some cappuccino, want some espresso, we'll give you a ride home, you don't have to drive, just, you know, they want another crack at your money. Are they generous to you at all? Yeah, I mean, but they're still like, you know, making $1 billion a month, you know? I mean, they would hurt without the revenue from the slot machines. They would hurt. But like I said, how do you defeat that? How you defeat it in the long term is by stopping today. And then they will realize they boil the frog. If people stop playing slots tonight, at 7 o'clock in 3 seconds, this town would be effed. This town would be effed because as good as $1 billion a month sounds, I mean, these places, believe it or not, are barely profitable because they're so mismanaged. You know, they work on extraordinarily thin margins, believe it or not, you know. If everyone would stop playing slots, this town, though, they'd have a problem. They'd be like, oh shit, like the lights wouldn't come on. You know that feeling when your lights go out and you're like, did I pay the electric bill? you know that oh shit feeling, you know, when that happens, when your cable cuts out, you're like, oh shit, did I pay the cable bill? And then you're like, oh yeah, I did. That's what would happen here. They'd come into work, got flip on his thing, and the lights wouldn't be on. You'd be like, oh shit, did we pay the electric bill? Because yeah, they're totally dependent on the slot money. All the entertainment money and all that, I mean, that's great, but they need the slot revenue. And if people would stop freaking playing, they would be forced to loosen up again. I mean, when was the last time you saw, like, I remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s, you'd see signs everywhere, 99.9% payback, 98% pay, or they would advertise on there. They would have to go back to doing that shit. You know, they would be so desperate. They would be getting collection notices and whatnot. You know, the garbage trucks, you know, they wouldn't get pickups. They'd be so screwed without the slot money that they would have no choice whatsoever than to loosen the frickin' machines up and let people enjoy the act. Because, you know, that's what you're playing for. You're not expecting to win. You just, you know, you want to go brain dead for a little while and get a little dopamine hit. You know? But now, no. 10x crap odds and singles, yeah, I mean, they'd be forced. They wouldn't have, just like any other company. You know, Nevada Electric just got approved for yet another rate hike. I'm paying 300 times more than I was 3 years ago. 300% more. With rate hikes and taxes and all this other shit, it's going up again. If everyone in Nevada just got together and we were just like, don't pay the electric bill this month. Nobody pay their damn electric bill this month. What are they gonna do? Shut off everyone? I doubt it, but nobody does stuff like that anymore. Nobody votes with their wallet, you know? That would be the ultimate cancellation, right? We'd bring them to the table, we'd bring them to their knees, you know? That would be the ultimate protest, but people are just, you know, wusses. You know, you go first, you know? But if we all stop paying that, what are they gonna do? What exactly are they gonna do? Nothing, except give in. No, but nope. Another rate hike? I'm gonna pay 400% what I was 3 years ago. Far freaking out. Live in a society of capitulators. What happened? What was a Boston Tea Party? We should have like a, you know, a Boston don't pay your electric party, you know, and watch what happens. You know, oh, guess what? Nevada's got the lowest rates in the whole United States because you put them out of business within Bud Light. What happened? And people continue to drink that swill. They're hurting. Was that not a lesson enough for people? Oh, but what if they shut off my electric bill? They didn't shut everyone off. If they shut the entire state off for not paying their electric bill, you don't have to worry because you're not going to work. You know, just chill. Have the freaking testicular fortitude to stick it out for a few days until they come crying back. Please, please. Can you at least give us $1 each? They'd be with hat in hand, passing around a hat. Can you give us $1? You know. Anyway, I'm digressing all over the place, but that's what I love about Ask Me Anything. It just exposes the subject matter for me to talk about. Alright, let me see if I missed any super chat activities while I was yapping. Nope. Alright. And let's get back to, what time is it? 7:04. You hear that Christmas music? That's awesome. Oh, what are you guys talking about? The only casinos I went at is El Cortez and the Mirage. El Cortez is, they took out their buffaloes. They took out their buffalo machines that I saw, so I don't even know what plays over there, but I kind of like the place. Bro, I was in a casino in the Dominican Republic in a non-tourist area, lost $60 and played for 3 hours, used pesos. That's the way it used to be. I mean, just for sheer entertainment back in the day, I used to go to like Arizona Charlie's, which is like, you know, it's like a grody pit, but I'm talking back in the day. Listen to some really good music, you know, play the original Sphinx machine, and like 20 or 30 bucks. And you were like, you know, you had your drinks, you had your coffee, you had your music, you know, you were there for like 2-3 hours. Yeah, I don't mind losing it, you know, 40 bucks, gone. Who cares? But I got entertained. Now they don't even have a lounge act, you know, anymore. You know, and the waitresses are like, you know, whatever. But they'll have to learn. They should learn their lesson eventually. Who said, let's go, Brandon? You received a dividend from the electric company last year? A dividend? Whoa. Wow. You know, Sylvia, I have no idea how Joe Lombardo is doing. You don't hear a peep out of this dude. You don't hear a peep out of him. I mean, I don't know where he's waiting to come to life. I don't know. But I don't hear nothing. I mean, you wouldn't even think we had a governor. I mean, he is so in the back of everything. I mean, maybe he's getting shit done behind the scenes, but I haven't heard anything from that dude literally in months. You know, no new edicts, no new anything. I mean, he don't say, I don't follow him I don't follow anyone on Twitter, but I don't know where he's posting his stuff, you know? I mean, I think he wanted to lay low and not formulate an opinion on F1. That's what I think it is. And I don't think he wants to formulate an opinion on the Super Bowl either. I mean, the spin machine has already kicked into high gear in Vegas. They're already like, oh, we're going to have 499,000 people in town for New Year's Eve. Does anyone believe that? They're going to have 500,000 people here for New Year's Eve. Not a freaking chance. I mean, they'll have 200,000, maybe 250, maybe. But, I mean, every year they say the same exact number, 400. They never, I mean, I'm literally here. I know what 400,000 people looks like, and it ain't what it looks like here. Like, last year was like a ghost town compared to the year before, you know, because they did such a lame fireworks show. But, you know, they gotta keep doing that. Oh, a new report came out today that, Allegiant Stadium has brought in $2.29 billion into the economy. Just like F1 did. To whose economy? What? Do we get a dividend from that? So when they say the local economy, they're meaning, they're saying the rich who are already making money made more than normal. It doesn't do anything for the average Joe. Well, it's job security. Oh, so if F1 wasn't here, my job was in jeopardy as a porter in Paris? Really? What are we talking about here? It's just another, you know, it's more Kool-Aid. They're constantly feeding the Kool-Aid. Oh, $2.29 billion brought into the economy. Ah, shut the actual F up. You know, because the average person... Ask the homeless guy, you know, that we're going to trip over how much money he made, you know, thanks to Allegiant Stadium. Asked a couple I saw when I was driving over here who had their luggage on wheels and stuff under their arms because they're obviously recently homeless, how good it is for the local economy. Caribbean Bandit with the super chat, thank you very much. Other Vegas YouTubers sell clicks by telling only positives, but Bror keeps it real. Yeah, I mean, you know, some people don't like it. I'm glad everyone else does, but I'm not going to be a freaking shill, you know? I'm not going to shill for Vegas, you know? Even when I had my own radio show here, I wasn't a shill. I can't be bought, but, you know, I guess other people think that, you know, oh, if I keep telling you that everything's great, you know, I'll get a free ticket somewhere. I don't give a shit. I'll buy my own tickets if I want to, you know? It just can't be bought, you know? My world does not revolve around whether frickin', you know, Caesars likes me or not, you know? It's like, whatever. You know, I mean, if they, you know, they black van me on the way out of here or whatever, but but my world does not revolve around it. I'm not a what did I hear? What's the expression? There's a new expression in town. A full-time local Vegas influencer. But that on a resume will get you somewhere. I don't know. It's not what I. Nah, I'm cool, man. Right now.
You don't want a to-go coffee?
I'm gonna be caffeined up like a freak. I'm already gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Hey, hang on, man. Hey, take this.
Oh, you're awesome.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Got to duke him, you know what I'm saying? He cleaned up. The trickle down theory. What are we talking about here? Yeah, I'm just like, I got it, you know, for better or worse. I'm like, why am I looking around? Because I'm all hyped. Yeah, the town is designed to, like, I mean, okay, if someone developed a technology where when you land in Vegas, they could press a button and gas comes out of the little blower vents and you go completely unconscious, and then they would come along like an Inception and put, you know, things in your veins to keep you asleep for like 3 days, and they would just go in and take your credit cards and use mind control to get your PIN number and just wipe you the F out. And then in 3 days, they press another button and the wake-up gas would come. They would do it. If they could charge for air, they would do it. I mean, the level of just unabashed greed is in this town is something that I haven't seen in a long time. But, you know, it's the irrational exuberance. They'll be, you know, what happens, they think they're insulating themselves with all the sports and all the other shit, but, you know, when the world sneezes, Las Vegas catches the cold. You know, that's just the way it is. So if the economy tanks, Vegas is going to be the first place to, you know, to go. What? That's just the way it is, you know, because that's pure discretionary income. So it, like we were talking about in the beginning, you know, how life tends to humble the arrogant, you know? Doesn't humble the confident, but it humbles the arrogance. The arrogant people get humbled by life. This town gets humbled too every once in a while. It gets a little reset, you know, it gets a little kick in the nuts every once in a while. And then, you know, they bring in the new bean counters, and suddenly it's all customer-centric all over again. And, you know, it'll happen. Mark my words. They're not this town. They think they're making themselves recession-proof, but they're not, because it's impossible. In a town based on gambling and exorbitant prices and everything else, you cannot inflation-proof that. You know, you cannot inflation-proof I don't care how many sports you have in town, because people watch shit on TV. You know, times get tough. Hey, honey, you know, we got to tighten our belt. You know, we'll just watch, you know, the Raiders or whatever, the Golden Knights. We'll watch them on TV. I ain't spending friggin' $45 for a beer. Town is not going to inflation-proof itself. I don't care how many sporting events they bring here. I don't care how many concerts. I don't care how many residencies they get. It's not going to inflation-proof itself. That's a myth. The only thing it could do is provide experience and entertainment at a reasonable price to keep bringing people back. In this town, that concept is dead. That concept is dead. You know, value in this town is like freaking dwindling by the day. You know, I feel bad for people, you know? People like, holy shit, you know, like, oh, let's get one of those frozen Baileys over by, you know, the O'Shea's. A little frozen Baileys like this big is like $40. A bottle of water is like 12. You know, yeah, you're inflation proofing. No, they're taking the money for the people who are coming here, and they're just like trying to make as much as they can because they know shit's gonna hit the fan eventually. It always does. I've been here longer off and on than most of the people who are running this town. You know, so they think like, you know, like version 22.1 is gonna be different, you know? It's like socialism. Well, socialism failed everywhere, but my version's gonna be the best. Yeah, okay. Okay, bro. Good, cool story, bro. Well, yeah, I mean, we have the most expensive tickets for sporting events here. I mean, can you do Vegas on a budget anymore? I mean, you can, but, I mean, they're even taking away the free shit, you know? Like, all the free shit's going away. You know, I mean, will there be a time when you'll have to pay to see the conservatory at Bellagio? Probably. I would say likely. Will there be a time? I mean, the fountains will always be there. This town underestimated how powerful those fountains were. People were literally not coming to Vegas because they couldn't see the fountains. That was a huge miscalculation on Bellagio's part. But, you know, I mean, we're the free things to do. The free things to do are walking around. So far, you know? But the free shows, the free this, the free that, they don't even teach you. I mean, they used to like, you know, used to go down at like 10:30 in the morning, you know, to the floor, and they would say, you know, oh, free craps lessons, you know, we'll teach you how to play craps, and, you know, some people go, but there was shit to do. Now it's just like, you know, you gotta be like this, you know, how much, I don't know if we can do that, honey. I don't know if we could do that, honey, you know. Yeah. Driving down Fremont. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, did you see the hooker complaining about how bad she did during F1? I think it's on X somewhere. It's like a Vegas, and she doesn't even cover up her face because she's a ex-worker. You know, like, I sell my body in exchange for money, and I'm strong and independent. And yeah, I just had a horrible year. F1 was so bad for my, you know, for my, I was like, only in Vegas do you hear that. I mean, she was actually interviewed, but whatever. Yeah. I'm down with the whole kids thing. Anyway, what are we at? Like, yeah, we're up there in time. Alright, let me check. Nope, we're all caught up on some chat activities. I am caffeined up, and I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. So that was fun. Alright, so let me tell you what's gonna happen tomorrow. Tomorrow? We're gonna have our Christmas party tomorrow. So it's going to be Friday. That's why I normally do the AMA on Friday. So tomorrow, we're going to have our Christmas party, the Broad Nation Christmas party. Don't go away yet. Don't be saying all your goodbyes quite yet. Because I ain't done talking yet. We're going to have our Christmas party tomorrow. I'm going to have some, I already got planned out what I'm going to eat. I got planned out what I'm going to drink. I'm going to open some presents. We're going to play some music. And we're just going to have fun. I'll probably go maybe 2-3 hours. We'll see how it goes. Most likely start maybe around 5-ish and maybe, or 6-ish and go to maybe 9. I think that'll be awesome. So tomorrow night is the channel Christmas party. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what else. And whatever comes up, I'm gonna have no agenda. I'm not gonna do the news. I'm not gonna do nothing except we're just gonna hang out cumulatively. I think it's gonna be a blast. We did it last year. I think we did it the previous year. So yeah, we're gonna do our Christmas party tomorrow night. And then on Saturday night, I'm gonna read everyone The Grinch That Stole Christmas. So I think that's gonna be a blast. And we'll do some hanging out too, of course. So we'll have some fun. I'm gonna get some drinks in me because, like, as much as I say, alcohol is a buzzkill, I ain't driving, and I still, I like him vibing on for a holiday. So we're gonna party together if you like. I might smoke a cigar, whatever. I might smoke on camera. Oh my God! Oh, Bror Fredrik, you're better than that. No, I'm not. I'm gonna smoke a cigar. Let's see. So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I look forward to it every year because you guys are my extended family. Even the guys, even the new people, even you people who don't like me, who watch anyway for some crazy reason, But you'll party with me too. You're my extended family. You're all my crazy aunts and uncles. Anyway, so the only way you're going to find out what time it's going to take place is if you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you want to support the channel after the fact, you could drop some super thanks, do all this stuff, and I do look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.